भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार सच्ची गीता मुरली 16th December 2025 morning class 8th July 1968 Om Namah Shivaya. Sweet children, yes Baba, Radha and Krishna themselves become Lakshmi and Narayan after their marriage Swayamvar. They are also called Vishnu. Everyone has pictures of them, but there is no human being who has it in his intellect that Radha and Krishna themselves become Lakshmi and Narayan. You know these aspects now. Om Namah Shivaya. The spiritual father sits and explains to the spiritual children. Only the spiritual children listen through these ears. The unlimited father tells the children, sit, considering yourselves to be souls. I have to say this again and again. Those whose intellects wander outside will become stable immediately upon hearing this. They will listen, considering themselves to be souls. Children understand that we have come here to become deities. We are adopted children. We Brahmins are studying. What are we studying? We are studying to change from Brahmins into deities. Just as children study in a college and understand that they are studying to become such and such, as soon as they sit, they understand immediately. You too become Brahmins, the children of Brahma. So you understand that you will become deities from Brahmins. It is sung. He changes humans into deities. But who changes from humans into deities? All Hindus do not become deities. In fact, Hindus are not deities. Adi Sanatan is not a Hindu religion. If you ask anyone who established the Hindu religion, they will be confused. These names have been given out of ignorance. Those living in Hindustan call themselves Hindus. In fact, their name is Bharat, not Hindustan. Bharat was the land of truth. Sachkhand, not the land of Hindus. Hindustan Khand. This is Bharat. So they do not even know which land is this. Because of becoming impure, they cannot consider themselves to be deities. The deities were pure. Both men and women were pure. That religion does not exist now. All other religions exist. Buddha's Buddhist religion, Abraham's Islamic religion, Christ's Christian religion, but there is no one of the Hindu religion. This name Hindustan was given by foreigners because of being impure. They do not consider themselves to belong to the deity religion. The deity religion has become corrupt in religion and corrupt in action. That is why they call themselves Hindus. The Father has explained about the Adi Sanatan deity religion. It is the oldest of all, which is the religion of the beginning, the deity religion. It would not be called Hindu. Now the Father has explained that you belong to the Adi Sanatan deity religion. When they sit in a school to study, they understand that they are studying medicine. They will become doctors. You are also studying. You understand that you will change from humans into deities. Now you have become Brahmins, the adopted children of Brahma. We are studying to become deities from Brahmins. It is not that we are studying to become deities from Hindus. We become deities from Brahmins. The Father has to come only to enable you to attain the deity status. Everyone remembers him alone, saying, come and establish the pure new world. They consider the Father to be the purifier and not Krishna. God is sung as the highest on high. He is the incorporeal. You have to imbibe this very well. Look how many religions there are now. They keep being added. Whenever you give a lecture, etc., somewhere it is good to explain this. It is now the Iron Age. All religions are now Tamo Pradhan, Iron Aged. If you sit and explain using the pictures, then that arrogance will break. I am such and such. I am this. They will understand that we are Tamo Pradhan. First of all, give the father's introduction and then show that this old world has to change. Day by day, the pictures are also becoming beautiful. You can explain very clearly on the cycle, just as maps remain in the intellects of children at school. In the same way, this should remain in your intellects. For instance, this is number one. There is the Trimurti above. There are also the two globes, the golden age and the iron age, the new world and the old world. We are now at the confluence age of humankind. Purushottam Sangam Yug. This old world will be destroyed. The one Adi Sanatan deity religion is being established. You know this, which is why you say it. No other human beings know these things. No scholars or pundits, etc., tell you this. Only the unlimited Father explains to you children. He alone knows the beginning, middle, and end of the world. No one else knows. There are no pictures of the Hindu religion. You belong to the Adi Sanatan deity religion. The Hindu religion does not exist, just as sannyasis have considered the Brahma element the place of residence to be God, Ishwar. In the same way, those living in Hindustan have considered themselves to belong to the Hindu religion. The name deity is very high. They say this one is like a deity, one with divine virtues. When someone has good virtues, they say this: he has divine virtues. You understand that the great Pandits, etc., who study Sanskrit, etc., do not know about this Adi Sanatan deity religion. Although they mention the name Shiva, they do not tell you his occupation. They tell you about Krishna and Vishnu. They do not even understand that Radhe and Krishna themselves become Lakshmi and Narayan. Lakshmi and Narayan themselves become Vishnu. You know these aspects now. Radha and Krishna themselves become Lakshmi and Narayan after their marriage. They are also called Vishnu. There are pictures of everyone, but there is no human being who has it in his intellect that Radha and Krishna themselves become Lakshmi and Narayan. The Father sits and explains to you children now. Everyone remembers the Father. There is no human being who does not have God on his lips. Now, God is called the incorporeal one. They do not understand the meaning of incorporeal either. They are so confused. They have become completely Tamopradhan idiots. You children understand that you are indeed Tamopradhan idiots previously. You did not know anything. It is said you have intellects like animals, like stone. You do not study. You do have stone intellects. If students do not study well, the teacher would say this. Would he not? Now you know everything. You change from having stone intellects to having divine intellects. Paras. This knowledge is only for the people of Bharat. It is not for those abroad. Nor do you have to care about them. They come later on. You do not have a connection with them. However, you can explain how so much expansion has taken place. Other lands have continued to be added. There will be no land other than the land of Bharat. Now that one religion does not exist. All the others are standing. The example of the banyan tree is accurate. The foundation of the Adi Sanatan deity religion is not there. The rest of the tree is standing. You will say that it was the Adi Sanatan deity religion, not Hindu. You have now become Brahmins to become deities. First of all, you definitely have to become Brahmins. You have come into the Brahmin clan from the Shudra clan. It is called the Shudra clan and the Brahmin clan. It would not be called the Shudra dynasty. Shudra clan, Brahmin clan. It would not be called the deity dynasty. Now they have changed its name to the Hindu dynasty. They have become impure since then. There are Hindu kings and queens. Previously, there were deity emperors and empresses. Here, there are Hindu Maharajas and Maharanis. Bharat is one. So, how did that become separate from this? Their name and trees have disappeared. Only the pictures exist. Number one or the Sun dynasty. Rama would not be called Sun dynasty. You have now come to become part of the Sun dynasty, not the Moon dynasty. This is Raj Yoga, it is not. Is it not? It is in your intellects that we will become this. There is happiness in your hearts that Baba is teaching us this. To become Maharajas and Maharanis, this is the true story of the true Narayan, Satya Narayan. Previously, birth after birth, you continue to hear the story of the true Narayan. But all of those are false stories. Now you children understand that that was the path of devotion. This is the path of knowledge. In the path of devotion, one can never change from a human into a deity. One cannot attain liberation or liberation in life. Everyone definitely desires liberation and liberation in life. Everyone is now in bondage. Even if a soul comes from above today, he will come into liberation in life. Initially, not into the life of bondage. Half the time will be spent in liberation in life, and half the time definitely in bondage. This play is created. We are all actors in this unlimited play. We come here to play our parts. The Father sits and explains how we come. How souls continue to take rebirth here. You children have the history and geography of the whole world in your intellects from the beginning to the end. No one in the world knows this. They do not know anything about what the unlimited Father does while remaining up above. That is why they are called those with trivial intellects. You too had trivial intellects. No matter how great the ministers, wealthy people, MPs, etc. are, they would be called those with trivial intellects. You know that the Father explains to you alone the secrets of the Creator and creation, and the beginning, middle, and end. You poor ordinary ones know everything. Those millionaires and multimillionaires do not know anything. So they are those with the trivial intellects. You have clean intellects. So look what you are becoming from what you were. Even in school, one can claim a high status through studying. Your study is the highest on high, through which you claim a kingdom status. There, they become princes by taking birth to a king as a result of making donations and performing charity. Then they become kings. However, you become kings through this study. The Father says, I teach you children Raj Yoga. No one apart from the Father teaches you how to claim a kingdom. Only the Father teaches you. You then explain to others. The Father teaches Raj Yoga. So you become pure from impure. Consider yourselves to be a soul and remember the incorporeal Father. Then you will become pure. Then, by knowing the cycle, you will become rulers of the globe, Chakravarti in the golden age. It is very easy to explain this. Now, no one belongs to the deity religion. All have converted to other religions. Whomever you explain to, first of all, give the word of the Father. The Father explains. So many have gone into the other religions. Many have become Buddhists and Muslims. Many became Muslims by the force of the sword. Many also became Buddhists. Once a speech was given and thousands became Buddhists. Christians also used to come and give speeches like that. Your God Rama's wife was stolen. Do you not feel ashamed? They say about your Krishna that he was so vicious that he eloped with someone. They have put all the blame on him. He was so vicious. There is no such thing about our Christ. Those who live with us get 3 times the salary of those here. There is a lot of happiness with us. By telling such things, they make so many into Christians. Their population is the largest. So now the cycle of the whole world turns into the intellects of your children, of you children. Only then does the Father say, you are spinners of the discourse of self realization. Swadarshan Chakradhari. They show the discourse of self realization to Vishnu. Human beings do not understand why it has been given to Vishnu. They call Krishna or Narayan the spinner of the discourse of self realization. You should also explain what the connection between them is. Why have they given this discourse to Krishna, Narayan, and Vishnu? All three are one and the same. In fact, this discourse of self realization is for you Brahmins. You become spinners of the discourse of self realization through knowledge. Otherwise, the discourse of self realization is not for cutting or killing anyone. These are aspects of knowledge. The more this discourse of self realization of knowledge turns, the more your sins will be burnt. There is no question of cutting of heads. The discuss is not for violence. The discuss makes you non violent. Where have they taken things? No one apart from the Father can explain. You sweet, sweet children should have immense happiness. You know, you now understand that you are souls. Previously, you forgot that you are souls and you also forgot your home. You even forgot what a soul is. Nevertheless, you called it a soul. For the Supreme Soul, they say he is in the pebbles and stones. They insult the Father of souls so much. They would not say about a soul that it is in pebbles and stones. They say a soul is in every particle. They give so many insults to the Supreme Soul. There is no question of animals. Education, etc., is only for human beings. You know, you now know that we have become this for so many births. We completed 84 births. There are not 8.4 million births. Human beings are in such darkness of ignorance. It is said for this when the sun of knowledge rises, the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. For half the cycle, the copper and iron ages, there is darkness, and for half the cycle, the golden and silver ages, there is light. Sojra, this is the knowledge of the day and night, light and darkness. This is an unlimited aspect. Half the cycle is the day, half the cycle is the night. In the darkness, one has to stumble so much for half the cycle. There is a lot of wandering. Those who study in school are not said to be wandering. Human beings wander so much in spiritual gatherings, satsangs. There is no income but only loss. That is why it is called wandering. While wandering, you have lost all your wealth and property, etc., and become insolvent. In this study, to the extent that you imbibe it well and inspire others to imbibe it, there is benefit and only benefit. Having become Brahmins, there is benefit and only benefit. You know that we Brahmins alone become residents of heaven. Everyone will become a resident of heaven. But even there, you make effort to claim a high status. Acha, love, remembrance, and namaste to the spiritual children. Lots of love and remembrance to our beloved Bab Dada and Mat Pita. Namaste Baba, Om Namah Shivaya. Blessing. May you be an embodiment of happiness. while hearing about the sorrow of others. Let there not be a wave of sorrow, because you know that this is a world of sorrow. For you, the world of sorrow has ended. For you, it is the age of benevolent ascending stage. Constantly remain stable in your form of happiness. Even if you speak words of happiness, even if you think of things of happiness, even if you see the soul who is the embodiment of happiness. Such practice is needed that just as the deities of the golden age would not even know the word sorrow, create such sanskars that you do not even have the knowledge of the word sorrow. Let these become your constant sanskars. Om Namah Shivaya.